60 megapixels, 8K video, a smaller and lighter body, and currently the only full-frame camera in the world with a tiltable screen matched with an IP54 weather seal rating. Nearly 9 years after Leica released the original SL line of cameras comes their latest innovation, the Leica SL3. And this camera is packed with impressive new specs and exciting features. Matt with Bay here, all the way from Wetzlar, Germany, and we're also near Lights Park, where Leica has just unveiled the SL3. This hybrid camera sports that iconic Leica style that we've come to expect and love, but this time with a new body that is smaller and lighter than the SL2, and with many improvements, so let's get into it. Don't photograph pastries when you're starving, because they'll just make you twice as hungry. The Leica SL3 has a 60 megapixel CMOS BSI sensor with triple resolution technology, meaning that you can switch between 60, 36, and 18 megapixels. Photographers are constantly shooting different subjects and delivering to different platforms. So this grants the ability to adjust resolution based on that, plus the many low light benefits that come with lower resolution modes. The SL3 has 15 stops of dynamic range, 5 stops of image stabilization, and an ISO range of 50 to 100,000, and the new Maestro 4 processor with L² technology and an upgraded 8 GB of buffer memory. On the video side, Leica has made quite a few major improvements. The SL3 offers Cinema 8K and 8K 422 10-bit 30 frames per second, Cinema 4K and 4K 422 60 frames per second, Full HD 120 FPS 422 10-bit, and Full HD ProRes up to 60 frames per second, and full frame 1080p. This in MP4 and MOV, H.265 and H.264, and ProRes for that 1080p. Video gammas include Rec 709, L-Log Rec 2020, and HLG Rec 2020. The video limit has been completely removed, and all this is possible internally in the SL3. It also has a timecode interface so users can sync multiple cameras and audio devices. Now, ergonomics have always been a Leica specialty without sacrificing that attention to detail. I mean, look at this beautiful camera. And the SL3 expands on that even further with its smaller and lighter body. But the camera body also has a bunch of new and exciting features. It has a SD UHS 2 card and now the CF Express Type B memory card slot, making those higher shooting modes possible. The SL3 sports a full metal body that's IP54 sealed, protecting it from dust and water spray, making it the only full-frame camera in the world with a tiltable screen and IP54 certification at the time of filming this. What was the thinking of the new tilt screen? You know, a lot of people were probably asking for it. What was the final decision on that?
A lot of people were asking about it, but also we had some customers that told us, please do not change anything because the design is so beautiful, and with a tilt screen, you will spoil the design. And we had to choose what will we do, and we chose to have a tilt screen. And I think the design is not spoiled, and I'm pretty sure all the customers who were complaining about maybe there will be tilt screen will be happy with that, because it works pretty good and it fits perfectly to the design.
The Leica SL3 has a new hybrid autofocus system that utilizes phase detection autofocus, contrast detection autofocus, and object detection autofocus. And you could immediately notice this when we're out in the field shooting, how fast and accurately it grabs onto that focus. The SL3 has a new top display, and the front buttons have been switched to the right side to allow for one-handed operation. There's 6 customizable buttons, 3 dials, and a new and intuitive power button with LED indicators. A 5.76 million dot OLED viewfinder with up to 120 FPS. On the port side, it has a full-size HDMI 2.1 Type A, a USB-C 3.1 with charging capability, and a 3.5mm audio in and audio out. The SL3 has Bluetooth 5.1 and Wi-Fi 6 2x2 MIMO technology. But Leica is not only known for physical design, but also their digital design, which brings us to the next section, the new user interface. It has 8 customizable tiles, 6 user profiles for photo and video, a new control center, new icons which they've dubbed Lycons, and they've made them larger and the text a bit larger as well. Quick access settings with a long tap so you don't have to go into the deep settings, a new rotating function in portrait, all in all making this camera even more of a joy to use. Leica didn't stop there. They're also releasing Leica FOTOS 4.4 with geotagging, an iPad app, printing capabilities, wake up for your camera, and cable connectivity. New updated looks, and now 10 times faster Wi-Fi so you can transfer 60 megapixel DNG photos in under 2 seconds, and 3 times faster cable connectivity for less than a second to transfer photos. SL3 will also have the ability to tether to Capture One and Lightroom Classic. Finally, Leica has updated the SL3 battery to be 18% more powerful, and we're getting a new DC coupler and double battery charger, plus a new Leica hand grip for the SL3. What do you think some of the key aspects were going into the SL3 in terms of the design?
The challenge was to get it right, not to have too much, but also not to have too little. And then it becomes very puristic, and many people say, I can't do this and that with it, so it's not for me. So this is where you have to put a lot of effort in to get it right. To shoot with a Leica is that the camera should disappear while you're shooting. You should not feel it, because if you concentrate, or you need to concentrate on the camera, you cannot concentrate on the subject. And this is always our motivation to build a camera which becomes an extension of your eye.
The new Leica SL3 continues to innovate and deliver on Leica's uncompromising dedication to design and quality photo and video. And I can't wait to get this thing out into the field. But let me know in the comments below what your favorite new feature of the SL3 is and what you would plan to photograph with the new Leica SL3. My name is Matt, and thanks so much for watching.